What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Joe Culpepper Outdoors. I'm Joe Culpepper, and today we're going to be talking about three finger versus four finger. Let's get into it. So, the biggest thing I see between the two is a four finger release makes you feel a little bit more confident when you're starting to shoot a handheld release from a traditional index release wrist strap. So when I first started shooting handheld, I did start with a four finger as opposed to a three finger, just because it made me feel a little bit better having this much on the release as opposed to this. Now, I would definitely recommend when you're starting to shoot a handheld to try four finger and three finger, see which one you like better. Obviously, there is personal preference in that. I prefer to shoot three finger over four finger, but it's a lot easier to get started with handhelds when you feel like you have a bigger control or a better grip over or on the release. So four finger, I'm not going to say it's bad. For me, it just doesn't seem to work as good. It makes it feel like my release is really bulky when I have four fingers on it. And it feels awkward to me now. But part of that's because I've shot three finger for so long. Another good thing about these Scott Pursuits, this screw right here, this little silver screw, all you got to do is take your Allen wrench, which this is a 3/32, take and back that screw out. And you just take this four finger attachment, pull it off. Take the three finger attachment and put it in there. And put the screw back in and tighten it up. Very simple, very easy. So this is where I shoot most of the time. Three fingers. I keep my fourth finger back behind it a little bit. And not saying that this way is particularly better or worse or whatever. This is just where I prefer to be. I feel like it gives me more control over the shot itself. Maybe the bow is easier to draw with four fingers on the release as opposed to just three. But I haven't noticed that being an issue once I got used to shooting a handheld. So a lot of guys you see actually shooting these are going to be shooting three finger. Is the most common, and in my opinion, it's the best for me. Four finger, there are a few more guys out there shooting that, and even on a rare occasion, you'll see a guy shooting two fingers on their release. And I have tried this before, and I haven't noticed any differences in shooting three finger or two finger. I haven't noticed any performance difference, impacts of the arrows, anything like that. So I just keep shooting three finger most of the time. Really, there's no wrong way to do it. It's whatever you prefer. That's just my interpretation of why you would shoot a three finger or four finger. If you're shooting two finger, I haven't really figured out why you would want to shoot two finger. I did ask the guy at my bow shop about it, and he said people like it because there's less torque on the release, as in you're not going to take this finger right here, your ring finger, and pull your release like that. Which the same argument can be made about a four finger. You know, you can take your four fingers on there, and then it's a lot easier to rotate that release. Which there's a reason that I don't shoot a hinge. I shoot a thumb button, because when I did try to shoot a hinge, they say that when you get to your back wall, you're just supposed to keep pulling through the shot and your hand will naturally rotate. My hand did not rotate. So when I got to the back wall with a hinge, I just kept pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling, and it never went off because my wrist, it didn't naturally rotate like I reckon like a lot of guys or a lot of archers actually does. So shooting a thumb button actually made more sense for me because I didn't have to worry about rotating my wrist or anything like that. So there are differences other differences in hinge versus thumb button, and there's also the resistance releases. And I have a lot of experience with resistance and thumb buttons, not a lot with the hinge, but I do have some. So that can be a later video. Of course, I think I've already gone over that some before. But anyways, at the end of the day, your release, you set it up how you want to, regardless of what anyone tells you. Again, that's my interpretation of why you would shoot 3-finger or 4-finger. In the very rare occasion that somebody shoots 2-finger, I would just guess that maybe it's torque. Maybe they just prefer the way the weight is distributed, like this over this. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about these kind of videos. Got a little bit of wind going on. I don't know if it got picked up or not, but let me know what you think about this, and I'll try to make some more like this along and along. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay in the outdoors. God bless you. I'll catch you on the next one.